Good evening or good morning whenever you're viewing this. I hope you had a great spring break. And we're back. And chapter 9 is what we're working on this week, which is tourism. And so for this week, I've actually loaded the PowerPoint for the class assignment or lecture. And I have on the screen right now the multiplier effect. And this is a really interesting concept because a lot of times people don't think about how tourism, you think about tourism from the end user, but really how important it is to the economy. And it's particularly the San Francisco economy and even California in general. You think about those commercials that you see on TV if you're not streaming and you're watching the actual TV, and those commercials that you see for come visit San Diego or come visit or the state of Oregon. And so there are different organizations. The United States doesn't have a tourism kind of a head of tourism, but each individual state or area will have convention and visitors bureaus to be able to promote tourism. And the reason they do this is because of this multiplier effect. Because when a tourist comes to spend money, to travel, to stay in the hotel, eat in a restaurant, that money is then used to pay the people that live in that area, to those businesses, thereby generating kind of this multiplication factor, as it were, and it's very important to our economy. And so I wanted to make sure to highlight that because I do find it to be fascinating that when you go and you stay in a hotel, have you ever looked at the bill to see all of the different taxes that are there? And those taxes are put in place to be able to support the Convention and Visitors Bureau in that area to be able to promote further business, which will then help the community in which it's located. So I do think that is a rather fascinating concept. And here are some of those organizations that promote tourism. We have a national tourism organization. There's also the Travel Industry of America. There's state offices, as I mentioned, but also city level offices, convention and visitors bureaus. So in San Francisco, it's called SF Travel. That's the name of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. There's also a Silicon Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau that also works with the San Mateo County and Santa Clara County areas. There's national offices of tourism, and then there's the different tour operators, travel agencies, travel corporations, tour wholesalers and consolidators, and destination management companies. And so when we're thinking about the impact of tourism, they can have both positive and negative impacts. And a lot of the different types of tourism that are emerging can be volunteer tourism, kind of this concept of leaving a net zero impact from your stay in different areas, ecotourism as well, to be able to minimize the impact, and sustainable ecotourism, where we're making sure that there's a suitable balance between all of those elements. And so as you're thinking, coming back off of spring break, and hopefully taking a peek at that tourism assignment, thinking about the different ways to travel to get to a particular area like Los Angeles, and where we've come from in this age of tourism to where we are now. I look forward to the great remainder of the semester, and please don't hesitate to let me know if you have any questions. Thanks and have a great week.